We've had one of the first things that puts us kind of in a leadership position, if you will, is because we have folks who are always thinking about the next area, the next mountain to climb. And so even the creation of my role as innovation officer, government innovation officer, we had the foresight to create that. The governor did, and as we then look at what we want to accomplish, we're constantly examining what are some challenging areas and how can we improve that. So that is, in general, how we're kind of in a leadership area. In terms of specific projects, one very cool project is something we call iCatalyst, small I, capital C, iCatalyst, which is an innovation crowdsourcing tool that it's a web-based platform. It's used in a lot of leading companies in the private sector, but we've taken that and we've adopted that and deployed that within the Commonwealth itself. And it's actually been used across a number of agencies, and the heads of those agencies have gotten very significant and positive results from that. One of the best things about working in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts state enterprise is it is such a diversely broad set of businesses. So most of my career was in the private sector, and I've worked for firms from small, medium, and large, from 1 person to 3 person to 300,000 people. But typically those organizations are focused on specific market areas. The Commonwealth is so broad, and 141 agencies in the executive branch, and just the diversity of customers makes it very interesting, and also the caliber of leadership. I've almost uniformly, the people at the leadership level that I've worked with have been bright, hardworking, and passionate about their constituent and their missions. The iCatalyst project I mentioned was pretty cool because it's market leading, and also it's an opportunity for us to get feedback from our various audiences. One of the cool things about, or one of the areas that I should point out about that is, as in many projects, the technology itself is only maybe 30% of the solution. Really, the other 70% of value is the management process that we put around that platform to really hone what is the project, what is the challenge, what is the difficulty that's being attacked, wordsmithing what the communication calendar should be for that, wordsmithing the actual challenge itself and how should that be, where it's too narrow and you don't get enough responses, too broad and it's boiling the ocean, and then customizing the user experience for that. So that's very cool. And then also our Innovation Fellows program, which we borrowed from the White House Presidential Innovation Fellows program. We've now set up the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Innovation Fellows program, and that's very cool because we have on board now 7 just rock star folks who are working on specific projects, and that's just a joy to see the insight, the creativity, the passion, the entrepreneurial spirit, the innovative spirit that they bring to each project, and they kind of just unleash them, and they go and figure out new ways to approach and tackle these challenges which are before them. It evolves on a continual basis in terms of there are always new areas to tackle, and one of the as I was just sharing in a group I was just in, one of the high value areas that we can always tackle is in the areas which are kind of cross-agency, or where they're kind of stovepipes among agencies. And there's more and more a recognition that we as an enterprise need to do better in terms of removing those obstacles, those stovepipes. And so I've seen an evolution towards us doing more of those projects, master data management projects where we're trying to combine insights from the various agencies, and where we have a business approach where we're looking at what is the customer or the constituent's needs, and starting from there and being incrementally less focused on our organizational internal structure, although we have some ways to go on that. But as we continue to evolve on that, and as we are continuing to be constituent focused and customer focused, we'll continue to have incrementally increased value that we provide. So over the next 6 months, our innovation fellows will continue to move forward on their projects. So one of the folks we have on board is working on, for example, IT procurement reform. And each one of the fellows has a 12-month project. And for the IT procurement reform, one of the initial outcomes of that was kind of a sub-project where we partnered with Mass Challenge, which is the world's largest startup accelerator, and they have thousands of startups apply, and they select 128 in honor of Route 128 in Boston. And those startups compete with Mass Challenge for a piece of a $1 million prize. Well, we've partnered with Mass Challenge to create a government innovation competition. So we have a $50,000 prize they call a sidecar prize, which goes in conjunction with that. And we had 21 firms, 21 startups apply to that. We selected 7 finalists, and tomorrow we're going to be selecting the finalists for that, and that'll be announced towards the end of October. So we're going to continue that, and we're going to hopefully have a year 2 of that, just like we'll have a year 2 of the Innovation Fellows program itself, and we have other projects that we're working on, making those successful, and then having year 2, year 3, year 4. So continue to kind of move forward and iterate, and not rest on any laurels which we may have created, but always going to the next frontier.